What is a 301 redirect? 301 redirects are pretty simple. They're used to redirect one web page to another, but understanding how they relate to SEO is more complicated. A 301 redirect indicates the permanent movement of a web page from one location to another. The 301 part refers to the HTTP status code of the redirected page. In simple terms, a 301 redirected tells the browser, hey, this page has moved permanently. Hey, this page has moved permanently. This is a new location and we don't intend on moving it back. To which the browser responds, sure thing, I'll send a user there right away. So when do we use 301 redirects? There's two main instances. The first is redirecting 404 pages. So as I just showed you in the last video, if you find you have any 404 pages on your website, which have loads of backlinks pointing to them, you're going to want to redirect them to another page. The second scenario is when you want to combine two pages into one, which you would typically do when you find you have two similar pieces of content on your website. Both pieces of content are going to be quite average. However, if you combine them into one piece of content, it's going to be amazing. So that is a potential scenario you could use for option 2. I call this the cocktail technique. Let's say you have a glass of Coke. Nice and tasty. And you also have a glass of rum. Both of these drinks are great in their own right. However, if we combine them, we can actually come up with rum and Coke, which is even better. So how does this relate to 301 redirects? Think of both these drinks as topically related pages on your website. They're each performing okay, they have a few decent backlinks, and they get some organic traffic. Not too bad at all. But why not merge these two pages into one and create something even better? In doing so, the chances that we could transform these two average performing pages into one amazing page is pretty high. So why does this work? It works for two reasons. The first is consolidation of authority. If both pages have 10 backlinks and then we redirect one of those pages to another, then guess what? We now have a page with 20 backlinks which has way more authority. The second is better content. By taking both our pages and then combining the content on both of them, we can be sure that our overall final page is going to have way better content than both separate pieces. So let's head over to our browser now and I'll show you exactly how you can set up a 301 redirect to consolidate two similar pages. So I'm now over here on my WordPress website and I'm going to show you how you can set up a 301 redirect. However, before I do that, I first need to find two similar pieces of content on my website where I can redirect one to the other. So to do so, it's very easy. Simply go over to Google and type in site, followed by your website URL. So for me, it's going to be clickslice.co.uk, space, and then what you want to do is enter a word that you write about a lot on your website. So for me, as ClickSlice is an SEO agency, I have a lot of blog posts on my website about backlinks. So what I'm going to do is do speech marks and then do backlinks, close speech mark and click search. So what this will do, Google is now going to return all the pages on my website which mentions the word backlinks. This is an extremely powerful method you can utilize to find all the similar pages on your website. You would obviously change out the website URL for your website URL and change out the word backlinks to whatever word you write about a lot on your website. So we can scroll down, we can see we have a page right here, which is a blog post. What are backlinks and how important are they? We've got link building service, which is one of our service pages. View our backlinks mentioned here in the title tag. We've got backlinks, quality or quantity. Let's open this one. Again, another blog. And we have another blog below it. How many backlinks should a website have? So quality or quantity is quite similar to how many backlinks you should have. So let's open these two and see if we can combine these. So this article talks about backlinks, quality or quantity. What are backlinks? What is a high quality backlink? Does it matter how many backlinks you have? And then in another article, we have how many backlinks should a website have. So as you can see, these pieces of content are very, very similar. This one is talking about how many backlinks a website should have. And in this article, it's saying how many backlinks should you have. So again, what we can do is combine both these pieces of content into one content where we cover every single thing to do with backlinks and how many you should have. So for the purpose of this video, let's just imagine I've already updated this piece of content to include everything it says on this page. So what I want to do now is 301 redirect this URL to this URL. So the way to do that is to simply go back to your WordPress dashboard, go to plugins, and then click add new, and then go over here and type in 301 redirect. And the plugin you want to install is going to be this one, 301 Redirects Easy Redirect Manager by Web Factory Limited. Let's click install and then click activate. And once that is activated, we can go over here, configure redirects for that plugin we just activated. Configure redirects. And it will open a page that looks like this. So the first thing you need to do is make sure you have 301 selected from this drop down menu. Then you want to go into the page you want to redirect and copy the URL from the domain onwards. So as you can see, it's got clickslice.co.uk/blog, then it has URL. So I want to copy from this part onwards from my domain. It's very important as well, you don't copy the /, you only want the blog bit onwards. So copy that and then go back to here and paste that in. Do go to the front just to make sure you don't have the / in there. You don't need to add it as you already have it here, as you can see after the domain. So let's take out the /. The next thing to do is to pick the website you want that page to redirect to, which is going to be this one. So simply copy the whole URL, go back to here, where it says redirect to, ensure you have custom selected, and then paste the full URL, and then click save. And as you can see, that has now added a 301 redirect from this page to this page. So if I give this page a click, let's look at the URL before I give it a click. Blog, backlinks, quality or quantity. So if I give that a click, watch the URL change. You can see it's changed to this new page now. So whenever someone visits this URL on Google, they're automatically going to be 301 redirected to the new page. So if I go in incognito and show you that now, you can see no matter what I type in, this URL is going to redirect to the other URL. So that is essentially how you set up a 301 redirect.